Hi, I'm Knoll. I'm going to show you a screenflow tutorial. Here you have your red playhead. You can move it around like that so you can see what you're doing. You can start it with the spacebar, stop it with the spacebar. Here you have your audio, it's your first layer, and you have your video on what you're watching. Here you can, this right here, you can make it bigger or longer. Really, I like to keep it just the same. You don't want it too big. But here you can take these and you can pull them together and make a transition. The longer transition you have, the slower it'll be. So you want to have a slow transition, but I don't want a transition, so I'm going to keep it like that. But if I want to go any farther with what I'm doing, I want to add a text box. And you go up here to text, and you add text box, and you come in here. And then you type in screenflow tutorial or whatever it is that you're working on. I'm going to keep it at screenflow tutorial because that's what I'm working on. And you can switch the color to whatever you want. Red, yellow, green, blue. I'll keep it at, I'll go to dark blue. Like that. And have that there. And you can play through. It's not what I wanted. And you have it like that. And then you can play through. Back it up. And here you go right into your screenflow tutorial, and then it enters what you're starting here. And this right here, you can make it a little bit longer. I'll leave it at, I'll go to 6.4 seconds. How long that text box is in. But here you can switch all your backdrops and all that, and your margin, your alignment. I have it at centered. Your font, you can go through and find out what kind of font you have. I'll leave it the same. Your size, 96 is good. I can still see it. And you can mess with all of this kind of stuff right here. And you can go to scale. And you can make that bigger or smaller. I'll leave it at 100. Where it is. And you can go opacity and it'll mess with all that kind of stuff. But I'll leave it at what it is. Your volume. If you add music, I don't have any music on this laptop, but you could mess with the ducking and you could cut that out so that when you put your music in, it starts from the beginning and it just plays music at the beginning, and then it goes into what you're working on, so you don't have music and what you're working on in the same place. So ducking will help. If you turn that down, it will help so that you can hear your music, but then it goes into your audio or what you're working on. And you can switch it around to where the music picks up right after or right before and all that, and it switches in and out. And we have annotations here. I could go to add annotation clip, and I could have this. I could make a box like that, and it can show you what I'm working on, all of my homework. Or I could make a arrow that goes from here and it points to me. And I can add clips like that. Or if I want to make a circle or something like that. I don't need a circle, but you can leave it at that. And you can make all those different kinds of annotation clips. This doesn't have to point at me. It could, I could shrink it and make it point up at specifically 21st century if that's what I want. But I'll leave it, I'll make it a little bit bigger and go right there so it's out of the way, pointing at 21st century skills for my homework. A call out, you can come through, you could add a call out just throughout all your highlight and freehand and all that. I don't need one of those, so I'm not going to go to that. Your volume here, you can go higher or lower, but if you keep it at 100% so that you can hear me perfectly through the video, or pretty decent, that's what you want to keep it at. But if you want it more or less, that's up to you what you want to do. You can make it anything like that. What else we got? Call out, went through the annotations. You can make any of these regular lines, just a line from here to there, whatever you need. I don't have to have that, but it goes through, and as I'm talking in that, it points at that, science, and then when I'm done with it, it's done. Add call out right here, and you can zoom up. You have this little circle there, and you can border and make it bigger, and then you can zoom up on what you're working on. And so that is how blur. You just leave that where it is. But that can adjust your light and anything like that. You can zoom all the way up, and you can make it bigger or smaller. I'll leave it about medium size at 59. And that's how you do a call out. And we talked about all the video properties and all of your scales and all that, zooming in and out. Talked about the volume and music. We talked about all of, you don't really need to talk about screen recording, but talked about call outs, annotations. One thing that I didn't mention on the annotation is I can stretch how long I want it, how long I don't want it, and all that different kinds of stuff. You can make it longer, bigger, however you want it. You can point, do all that. We talked about text and all the margins and all that. And that is my ScreenFlow tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it.